money, and time. You might have spent a lot of your family's money and a lot of your time to go to school. School hours were probably so agonizing and seemed like eternity for you back then. Now, after graduating from school or university, you might have to work hard for a company, spending most of your energies and time at your workplace every day. You wake up early, go to work, go home, and sleep. And you have been repeating these for thousands of days. Yet, despite all your hard work and sacrifices at school and work, you are still not rich. You only live from paycheck to paycheck. You just earn enough money to pay your food and bills every month, leaving almost no savings in your bank account. You are wondering when you will be as rich as Elon Musk, Bill Gates, Warren Buffett, or at least as rich as the local hotel owner in your own city. How can they generate millions or even billions of dollars in assets while you only have a few $100s in your bank account or even none? Well, maybe you don't know the secrets that they know. The secrets that direct their mindsets, their habits, and their lives that make them rich. Not all advice from our parents is true, and this is one of them. Save money is antiquated advice. Saving money in the bank or under your mattress is no longer useful to us, simply because of one thing called inflation. Inflation is when the prices of things you want to buy go up over time. It means that the same amount of money you have today will be able to buy less stuff in the future. It means your money loses its purchasing power. For example, you have $10 and you want to buy a toy. If the toy costs $10 today, you can afford to buy it. But if inflation causes the price of the toy to go up to $12 next year, then you won't be able to buy the same toy with your $10 because your money won't be enough anymore. The money you save in the bank will also be eaten up by inflation. Let's say you get 1% interest per year from your bank, but if the inflation rate is 4% per year, then the purchasing power of your money has decreased by 3% in that year, which is 1% minus 4%. So, saving is losing, and savers are losers. Before we answer the question of where I should put my money and if not in the bank, let's see the financial statements of three kinds of people. The first one is the financial statements of the poor. As you can see, the poor gets his money from his salary, and he directly spends all his money to pay his expenses, which are taxes, rent, food, transportation, and clothes. He has no money left to buy assets. The second one is the financial statements of the middle class. You can see that the middle class gets his money also from his salary, but he has liabilities or debts, such as mortgage, car loan, credit card debt, and school loans. And so he has to pay these liabilities, and these liabilities payments are also expenses. Still, he has no money left to buy assets. The third one is the financial statements of the rich. As you can see, he has assets such as real estate, stocks, bonds, notes, and intellectual property. These assets that give the rich income, such as rental income, dividend, interest income, and royalties. Now, can you see the main difference between the financial statements of the rich and the financial statements of the other two classes? Yes, the assets. The rich have assets that generate money for him, while the poor and the middle class have to work to get money, and they live from paycheck to paycheck every month without money left to buy assets. So, can you now answer the question of where you should put your money in? Yes, in your assets. In other words, use your money to buy assets that can generate income much higher than the inflation rate. Michael Jackson, Mike Tyson, Johnny Depp. Do you know what they have in common besides their popularity? Michael Jackson passed away broke in 2009. His spending on expensive cars, houses, and zoo animals made him poor. Mike Tyson filed for bankruptcy in 2003. His luxury car collection, lavish parties, and solid gold bathtub were some of the causes why he's broke. In 2016, Johnny Depp almost went bankrupt. Art pieces, mansion maintenance, multiple luxury vehicles, and endless economic waste had put Johnny Depp in economic jeopardy. Besides their popularity, they have one thing in common. They make a lot of money, but they were broke at one time. Their financial statements were the poor's or of the middle classes, but not of the rich's. They spent most of their money on expenses or things that cannot generate money. They don't buy productive assets. So, you've got the first secret of being rich, which is don't put all your money in banks, but spend most of your money to buy productive assets that can generate you passive or portfolio income. Maybe you are aware that there are also similarities among Michael Jackson, Mike Tyson, and Johnny Depp's jobs. Yes, they are their own boss at their jobs. They have to work, but they work for themselves. Meanwhile, Elon Musk and Bill Gates have employees who work for them. Warren Buffett has money that work for him. These bring us to Kiyosaki's Cashflow Quadrant. According to him, jobs can be grouped into 4 categories: E, S, B, and I. E stands for employee. If you choose to be an employee, then you will exchange your effort and time for an income. If you don't work, you won't get paid. S stands for self-employed. If you choose to be an artist, an actor, a doctor, or a lawyer, for example, then you'll work for yourself. But can you take an 8-week holiday and your business keeps on going without you? B stands for big business owner. If you choose to be a business owner, then you will have people working hard for you to generate you an income. You will find Elon Musk, Bill Gates, Jeff Bezos in this quadrant. I stands for investor. If you choose to be an investor, then money will work hard for you. You can play golf and have vacation as long as you want. You meet Warren Buffett, Peter Lynch, and Jim Simons here. Kiyosaki urges you to become a big business owner or an investor. The 2 quadrants on the right, but never the 2 quadrants on the left. Because if you choose to be in the left quadrants, then you will have to work for money. But if you choose to be in the right quadrants, then money will work for you. And this is the second secret of being rich. I know that you will say to me, but isn't it risky to become a business owner or an investor? I see a lot of businessmen and investors go bankrupt. Well, my friend, Just hang on and fasten your seatbelt. We'll discuss this matter soon. Imagine that you have spent all your savings to buy stocks. For the first few weeks, your stock value increases quite significantly. But then, economic crisis comes, and you lose 90% of your stock value. The stocks that you bought for $10,000 is only worth $1,000 now. You regret your decision to buy stocks. You say to yourself, I should have not taken my saving and converted into stocks in the first place. Well, what should you have done before putting all your money in stock market? What can you do in advance to prevent this from happening, or at least to minimize your potential loss in stock market? Robert Kiyosaki proposes 3 E's of successful investing. They are education, experience, and excessive cash. Education means that you must educate yourself about finance, about investing, and about the characteristics of each investment. Experience means that after getting yourself financially educated, you should go and do the investing. Education without real experience is never enough in any aspect of our lives. Excessive cash means that you should invest only using your excessive cash, your idle money, the money that you don't use to pay your monthly expenses. By paying careful attention to these 3 E's of successful investing, you will not put all your money in stocks, you will not buy worthless or speculative stocks, and you can minimize your potential loss while maximizing your potential gain. And so Robert Kiyosaki's 3 E's is the 3rd secret of being rich. I know I cannot cover all of the issues detailed enough in this single video, but I hope that this video can inspire you and give you the general idea of how to become rich, according to Warren Buffett and Robert Kiyosaki. Thank you for watching till the end. I really appreciate you. If you like this video, please subscribe, like, and share it to your loved ones. Please also give comments on this video so I can make more quality videos about money and personal finance, tailored to you. Until next time, take care.